up, everyone? It's the Nation of Podcation Daily Podcast. I'm O'Shea. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Hip hop superstar and It Is What It Is podcast host Cameron tells the real reason and the real moment that he knew that Rocafella was going to end. As we all know, when Cameron joined Rocafella, it caused, and Dipset for that matter, it caused some controversy because they were doing things on their own. They were their own group. They were their own hustlers. They came in as a seasoned product joining Rocafella. So they were trying to get things done. A lot of that wasn't going through with Jay-Z and Dame. There was a rift between them at that point. So it was an ugly, ugly time for Rocafella, even though Cameron's album, the Come Home With Me album, that was a dope album. That was one of my favorite Cameron albums. And even the song he did have on there with Jay-Z was dope. But we all know there was tension between him and Jay-Z. There was tension between him and Beans. There was tension between him and Memphis Bleek because it was like two separate groups. You had Dame's guys, which was like the Harlem guys, and then you had Jay-Z's guys, which was like Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleek, all of those guys. And it kind of just caused a split between Rocafella. Let's take a look at this clip from Cameron as he explains.
And Dame Dash, like, gloves off argument. Y'all went in.
I know, it was amazing.
When did you feel that shit was about to split up, the Rocafella thing?
For me, the one thing that stood out when I said, oh, this is definitely over, is when I walked in the studio and by myself, it was Beans, Bleak, and Jay in the studio. And I walked in and all of them stopped talking. They just was looking at me and I was trying to speak to them. Like, hey, what's up, niggas? What's good? And they like, just head nodding me. And I'm like, these niggas just was talking about me. Because nobody just abruptly stops talking about whatever they were talking about. And then Beans confirmed it later that they was talking about me.
Cam was right, and people was talking, they was talking.
When that happened, I said, oh, these niggas they never gonna f with me. So that's kind of the point where I felt like, all right, I guess I could stop trying to be friends because obviously these niggas ain't fucking with me.
All right, Nation, there you have it. So that's got to be an awkward moment. You know when folks are talking about you and then you walk up and then the conversation just dead. Everything is just quiet. Everything is just awkward and strange and stuff like that. I know that's how Cameron was feeling like, oh, yeah, these dudes was definitely just talking about me. They was just talking about my crew. They was just talking about my boys. And then now I pop up in here and now that everything is just, oh, what's up? You know, just, you know, real silence, real weird, real awkward stuff going on. So that's how he knew that there was a split between Rocafella because he was working with Dame. Dame had promoted him to be one of the vice presidents along with Beanie Siegel. Didn't run that past Jay-Z. It was just a lot of stuff going on to contribute to the demise of Rocafella. Nation, what do you think about Cameron's comments? What do you think about the demise of Rocafella? Who do you think is responsible for the demise of Rocafella Records? Nation, y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on your way out.